quite like our intro song.
I think it's fantastic.
It's not bad, is it?
It's just a great intro.
I think I'm allowed to use it on YouTube. I haven't been called out for copyright yet, but no. I'm pretty sure I pay like a subscription. Yeah. So as long as I keep on paying the subscription, I can use the songs.
It's where the modern economy is going.
Yeah.
You gotta pay to play, mate. You gotta pay to play.
Welcome back, everybody, to episode 8 of the Rice and Slice Golf Show podcast. My name is Theo, and to my right is a beautiful man called Chenji.
Whoa.
Hi, Chenji.
What do you mean beautiful?
Oh, you look good, mate.
Oh, cheers,
I like
dude.
you. I like the master's hat. I like your golf gear. I like everything.
Well,
you look good.
Dude, I feel like we're dressed for different seasons.
We definitely are. Well, even when we go out and play, we're definitely dressed for different seasons.
I feel like I'm always dressed for summer when I'm playing golf, and you're always dressed for winter.
Yes, you are correct. No, I'm just prepared, right? I always prepare for the worst. So if it's like I don't know, if the forecast says it might rain, then I'm packing my rain gear. I'm packing everything waterproof, and you turn up in your shorts and a t-shirt, and I'm like, Chenji, man, it's gonna rain. He's like, no, it'll be fine. Don't worry.
No. My reasoning is, so I've got my like double, what's it called, dual gloves, like the waterproof gloves, golf gloves, right? Yeah. That's what I have always in my bag, and I wear shorts because guess what? If it gets wet, my skin can't get wet, can it?
Yeah, but that's just uncomfortable.
What do you mean it's uncomfortable? It's like having a shower.
It's not, but okay. It's just me. My worst thing with golf is being wet. If I'm wet while playing golf, I'm like, I'll just go home. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I want to go home.
I mean, I don't like being wet, but you know, it's I don't like heavy gear all on me.
I completely get that, and I completely agree with you. Which is why, if the weather is going to be bad, I'd rather just not play. But I don't want to be that guy, because I've been that guy before where I wear trousers, long trousers, like when it's cold, and underneath I wear long johns. Yeah. And then on top I wear like 3 layers. Like I wear that tight top, whatever you call it.
I don't know how you do it.
I don't.
I mean, like
every time I regretted it, and then you get sweaty. I'm like, no, never again. If it's that cold, I just won't play golf.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
No, I know you're still gonna play.
I'm still gonna play. I'm still gonna play, but it's just
because like last winter we were playing golf together in the middle of winter, right? And you know you show up with like, you know, again everything with 3 layers.
Yeah. I just want to be warm.
I show up literally with my little merino wool, you know, single layer on my body. Feels so nice and like just swing it.
But then there's other times where it's cold and you literally turn up with shorts, man. And it's like, Chenji, I feel bad for him. I feel bad for you, because I'm like, are you gonna be okay?
I think the reason is, you know, you're from a tropical country. You know, you're from Cyprus where it's always warm.
Right.
You know, I've always been from the north. You know, Beijing gets to down to minus 10 degrees, minus 15 degrees in the winter.
No way.
Boston, US, you know, it used to be like minus 10 degrees and snow up to like, you know, up to here.
Do you know, I was like, this is no joke. I was like 13 years old when I first saw snow for the first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I thought you only slowed in movies. Like genuinely, I was like, this is not real life. Like, this is not happening. Funny. I didn't know what snow was, because obviously in Cyprus it never snows.
Yeah.
We get bad winter, but the bad winter just rains every day.
Yeah.
You never like, but yeah, it's just.
I thought you were from the mountains. That does not snow at all. Never.
Nope. It snows in a specific place in the mountains, Troodos Mountains.
Right.
But that's so high up. We're not that high up. I mean, obviously we're up in the mountains. Yeah. But we're not that high up where it's snowing.
Wow.
And when I was a kid, we never really went to Troodos when it snowed. So I didn't know what snow looked like. I've only seen snow in the TV.
Wow.
So it's mad. Anyway, enough about my childhood and snow.
That sounds wow.
Welcome back to the podcast. Episode 8, I think it is.
Yeah. I made a bad purchase this last week.
Wait, okay. Before you get into that, we have a new segment that we would like to call Silly Purchases of the Week. And I want this to be like a thing of the show.
Oh my gosh.
Where because as golfers, as you know, we buy silly purchases almost all the time, right?
Like you show up at you're going about your life and you make smart decisions of what you buy, what you don't buy. And then on a Saturday morning, you stroll into the golf club and you go into the pro shop and like all the budgeting, all the money, like discipline just goes down the toilet.
That's it.
And you just start spending money.
Right. So this is a new segment we like to call Silly Purchases of the Week. Silly purchases
purchases of the week. Silly purchases of the week.
This is so dumb.
This is how official we want to make this bit, right? We've made a jingle. And
like-
by the way, that's either of us singing, just so we're clear.
Did you license that?
I did.
Nice.
I own that. We own this.
Oh my goodness.
We own that sound.
We own that sound.
Nobody can use that. So before we show you Chenji's silly purchase of the week, please comment below any silly purchases that you might have made recently, and I wanna read them out.
Golf related.
Golf related. If it's really stupid, then we will go off golf related, right?
agree, yeah.
If it's funny, then we'll use it. But obviously, golf related is preferable. So, Chenji, please show us your first silly purchase of the week.
Without further ado,
This is so stupid. Chenji, I have no words. Chenji went out and bought. This is like an official UK number plate, right?
no, I bought the rights to it. You know, I own this.
so yeah.
I had to get it in an auction.
So whoever's listening and not watching, I would suggest going watching.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God,
This
Chenji!
looks so bad.
It looks even worse when I look at
looks
it.
so bad.
This is
Oh
the
my
first
God.
time I knew Chenji was doing this, but I was like, don't tell me anything else. Let's talk about it in the podcast. So, for whoever's not watching and you're listening, Chenji went out. He auctioned for this. This is a private reg plate, and it says Caddy, but it's CA69DDY. Chenji, this is like you can put this on your car, Chenji.
Yeah, I mean, I can put this on my car, but will I?
I hope you don't.
This, oh my God. Now
I
that
hope
it shows
you
up on
don't.
the screen, this looks tacky AF.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty bad.
No, this literally looks like,
This is the epitome of silly purchases of the week.
what the?
So, Chenji, first of all, how much did you pay for this, please?
How much should I pay for this?
What? Wait. What was like the auction price?
The
to
auction
start?
price, I think the minimum started at like, what, £300,
Three-
£400?
So the minimum you would have spent for this is £300, right?
That's the minimum. I'm not going to
Okay.
say the maximum. So what I actually spent, but the minimum was 400.
So you're not going to tell us how much you paid?
No, I'm not going to tell you.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Wow. So that is a silly purchase if I've ever seen one.
Come on, golfers, dude.
Golfers.
It's like, you know,
If-
you remember when we went to St Andrews and there was a nice car parked up in next to the golf course,
I
and
do.
it had 3-putt. It was a Porsche.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
3-putt.
Yeah.
And I thought about getting a 3-putt. But I'm just thinking, oh gosh, I mean, I don't want to be aiming for a 3-putt, right? But
Right.
you know what I do want to be aiming for? Being a caddy.
Being a caddy. Wow. And 69.
I don't know. Wow. Pure coincidence.
I cannot
Pure
believe-
coincidence.
I can't believe
what
it's
what
caddy.
does 69 mean?
I don't have
I'm
no-
a-
it's-
I'm a
it's-
for- I'm a foreigner, mate.
No. Obviously, 69 is golf golf score
Golf.
related.
Yeah, of
So
course. Yeah,
obviously,
you want to
if,
be like.
if you
I
get
think
69,
you're
you're
-3, aren't you?
Yeah, it depends on what course you're playing at. But if in any course in the world, if you get 69, it's a good day.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Brilliant.
But that concludes silly purchase of the week, I suppose, right?
What
but
do you guys
please
think?
Comment your silly purchase of the week. We have a couple more on the way. Again from Chenji, not from me, which is surprising. But yeah, please let
Yeah,
us
you
know
think
your silly purchase of the week, right?
You'd look at us and think, this guy definitely makes more stupid purchases.
No, I do, but I've made that many stupid purchases where right now everything just kind of seems like a good idea. But that is
No, seriously, like, I mean, I'm looking at this on the screen and this just looks silly. I legitimately thought I was going to put this in my car, you know, just kind of like a funny thing. You show up to the golf club on a Saturday morning.
nobody's gonna. I don't think anyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, that's the best idea ever."
No, it's not the best idea ever.
I think everyone's gonna be like, "What is that
It's like,
guy doing?"
What a wang.
Yeah,
Ah.
this is a typical. This is a typical. My mic stopped working for a sec. This is a typical Saturday wanker move.
Literally. This is like the epitome of a
Of-
wank.
Yeah,
move.
of a Saturday golfer. This is the epitome. So there you go. Enjoy your silly purchase of the week, and that concludes.
If you want to buy it off of me, let me know.
yeah,
Give me an offer,
messages. Oh my god, please. Yeah, please message
If we
us.
get big enough, I tell you what, I might give it away. You know, make a giveaway.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right. That
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. That concludes silly purchase of the week.
Silly purchases of the week. Silly purchases of the week.
That was was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Right.
gosh.
Moving on. What else have we got? That was a good start to the podcast. I'm not gonna lie.
God.
Right. Do you want to talk about Tiger Woods and Rory first?
Wow.
Do you want to
I
talk
tell you
about?
what, though, there's been a lot going on in the world of golf.
Oh, I know what we should talk about.
What?
The first thing before we get into proper golf, we got our first comment.
Oh my God.
We got our first review of the podcast.
Yeah.
And I think we should, but obviously, because there's going to be a lot of firsts in the future. First fan mail, first everything, right? So this is a review that we got. Chenji, would you like to take over?
Yeah, sounds good.
You can read that, right?
My God.
Well, I mean, saying that, Chenji messaged me this. Obviously, I'm. Anyway, come on.
No, you read that.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, you read that.
Okay, so one of Chenji's friend, which Chenji has purposely cropped out the name of the person before sending me the screenshot. Somebody messaged Chenji, and he said, "I stumbled on your podcast on TikTok yesterday. Again, the algorithm is working, so very, very, very happy."
Brilliant.
To which Chenji replied, "Yo, please follow. What do you think?" To which this mysterious person replied and says, "Theo comes off as a bit of a rich dick." Now, I read this and I was laughing my head off because this is funny. Obviously, this is not true. I'm not rich. I don't think I'm a dick. Am I a dick?
I mean, one of those two sounds about right.
Which one?
Rich dick. I don't know.
It's definitely dick because I'm not rich. It's definitely dick. I don't know. It didn't hurt my feelings. I promise you. I couldn't care less. But I found this genuinely funny.
I didn't
By the way,
even think this is a compliment.
no. Well, I don't think what it is. But the thing that doesn't hurt my feelings is the fact that he put a little laughing emoji at the end. So it kind of eases the blow.
The emoji always eases things
Yes,
up.
so-
You know,
so obviously-
if you ever want to insult somebody,
Always
just
put a- yeah.
always put an emoji in the end because
Yes.
they'll think it's a joke. But
Yeah.
then you've got it out of your system, and they all think that it's actually not that bad.
I think I come off so confident on the podcast, and I'm talking because I don't like silence, right? So even when I'm looking at Chenji sometimes, and I'm waiting for a response, and it doesn't respond in a split second, which I don't expect him to, but in my mind, somebody needs to respond because I've got radio background, shall we say? I did a show years ago. Is if there's a second of silence, I start to panic. Literally a second of silence. So if I look at Chenji and I'm looking for something and he doesn't give it to me, I just carry on talking and I just try and think of things to say on the spot. I bet what I'm doing right now.
As I was gonna say, you are literally doing this right now.
Yeah,
you are
exactly.
just repeating. It's I just find radio and commentating, broadcasting so funny.
Yeah.
Because people, you're literally trying to say stuff
Yeah.
and just say stuff and
Yeah, I
just
agree.
say stuff, and it's interviewing. This is what I find funny. Post-game interviews. It could be golf, it could be
Yeah.
football, it could be basketball, anything, right? It's Xander Schauffele yesterday at the Tour Championships shot an amazing, I think it was -7. Guys just ask him, you did a great job. You shot -7 today. How are you feeling? Of course you're going to be feeling good. I was yes, feeling good.
With things like that, it's always how are you feeling? But they're always going to be, oh yeah, I shot 7 under, but it could have been 9 under, right?
Yeah. So you're 2 back from Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you need
What
to
do
do?
you need to do? Oh, I need to
I need to
hold a few
shoot.
more.
I need to shoot more. I need to
Yeah,
shoot better, don't
yeah,
I? I
yeah,
need to
yeah.
catch up, don't I? It's asking the obvious questions and getting the obvious answers back.
again,
I just find it funny.
No,
To
it's
me, comedy.
we expect that as viewers, and even the golfers expect those questions as golfers. It's just simple stuff. They want to get the questions in and out all the way. But yeah, I thought that was a really funny comment. I'm sorry that I come off as a rich dick. I promise you I'm not. I'll prove it. I don't play golf on Saturdays.
This guy buys Pro V1s,
And
Pro
I
V1
lose-
X's,
yeah.
and you lose them every single round.
That's a typical rich dick maneuver.
That is very rich dick. I mean, come on, mate. I use Strixons.
You don't.
I
You
use Pro
don't.
V1s as well.
You don't. Oh my god! But yeah, that was a. I thought we'd bring that up. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Right,
Good.
uh,
thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Mysterious.
Who was it? Would you ever tell me? I don't. I
Yeah, of
genuinely don't
course.
care.
Yeah.
Do I know this person?
You probably will do. Yes.
What do you mean?
Oh, we'll play golf together.
Have you played golf with this guy before?
I don't know. We haven't played golf together before.
Okay,
no, but we will.
Is that your friend that you? Is that your friend that played that you went to Centurion with?
No.
Okay. Either way, it honestly doesn't make a difference. I promise you, Guy, whoever you are, if you meet me for the first time, me and you would be best friends forever. I promise you. Please, that makes
Sure.
sense, right?
Okay.
Okay. Chenji's not on this. Anyway,
Whatever
let's
makes
move
you
on.
happy, Richard.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's move
He's
on.
doing it again, isn't he? He's doing it again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know. I can't. They're like, I can't. I need to learn to give it time to marinate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I will try my best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
But a second, in my mind, it feels like an hour.
It's all right.
So I will try and slow down.
I mean, a second with me is literally feels like an hour.
Right. Okay. We're moving on.
Moving on.
Right. Tiger Woods, Rory. Go, Chenji. Go.
Wow.
Go.
Big
Wait.
movement.
Wait. Before you go, I have a breaking news jingle.
Oh, go on.
I've had it since the first day. We never used it.
This guy
Breaking news. Look, I've got a bed. This is so professional. This is like an official news bed. So
Get your shit together.
I know. Breaking news. Tiger Woods, Rory announce a breakaway league. It's not a breakaway league.
No, it's just but nobody knows what it is yet.
Nobody knows what it is. I've got some pictures. I might.
It's like supporting the game of golf.
Before we get into this, do you think everybody that signed for Live knew about this and they were like, "Yeah, we're not really interested. We just want the money."
What do you mean? When they signed for
Bryson, I don't know. Does DJ, all these like Cam Smith, all these players that have signed and are thinking about signing for Live. Obviously, Live players are not going to play on this new breakaway league, right? So, do you think that all these players that signed to Live knew that Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy were thinking about doing this, and they were like, "Yeah, we're not interested. We just want to go to Live
No
and get the money."
chance. No chance.
So
Nobody-
you genuinely think? So you don't think that Rory was like, Bryson, we're working on something big. We suggest you stay. You don't go to this. We're working on this, this, and this. This is a concept. What do you think? You don't think they had that conversation?
No,
Genuinely?
I think this whole thing, right, about the TMRW Sports,
Yeah.
Tomorrow Sports,
Right.
has been created literally last week.
Do you think so?
They created a new social media account. They've literally photoshopped the pictures. Like, look at the picture of them together, right? Rory and Tiger.
Yeah.
And with the background of Tomorrow Sports with like a screen on it, it just looks like a really photoshopped picture.
No,
So-
it is. It is a very
yeah,
good
it is,
topic.
and this is, I believe, in my genuine opinion, this has been a response to Live, and that's why when Mickelson first joined, he was one of the first people who got offered like $200 million contract to sign with Live, right? And people, commentators was asking him, what do you think this is going to do? And he says, this is for the betterment of the sport, because this is competition,
Yeah.
right? This is going to basically make PGA nervous, make it more for the, make them trying to change a bit more so it becomes more for the players rather than for the corporation.
Yes.
And you look at what's happening right now, right? You go on to PGA's Instagram, social media channels, and they start talking about, tour championship, £30 million purse. Talking about right next year we're gonna be offering these flagship events where people, there's gonna be $20 million purses. Everything seems to be about money.
Yep.
But a month ago, this is exactly the criticism that all the PGA has been pointing out towards Liv. It's all about the money now. Guess where things are right now? It's all about the money now for both sides. And don't get me wrong, money doesn't feel right in sports. Too much money doesn't feel right. But if you're a PGA player, right, who is not like, Rory and Tiger Woods famous, who get most of their money from endorsements anyway and sponsorships, you are laughing.
Yeah.
You are
I'm
happy.
glad this is happening because it's sometimes you need like a kick in the bum to kind of wake you up and be like, okay, this people over here at Live are obviously they're just throwing money left, right, and center. I don't know if we can afford to do that, but we'll try our best. And this is what we're going to do to try and get the players to kind of stay put, basically, and not get them to move over. Do you think this little thing is going to work?
Of course, it's going to work. You know, this. Is
I
the
think
thing.
it's going to be very entertaining.
Yeah.
But
Think about it.
It's a bit of a circus show. Look at it. It looks a bit of a circus show, right?
It does.
I mean, it's going to sell out in seconds. We're all going to be watching, don't get me wrong. But no player, no Tiger Woods and Rory are going to take this stupidly seriously, which I don't think, is that the plan? I don't think they care about winning.
No, I think it's more for it's for the betterment of the sport, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know?
okay.
It's like looking at it like a few years ago,
Yeah.
before I even started playing golf, you know, my opinion about golf has always just been like
It's boring
It's
sport.
boring.
Yeah.
For the rich twats and to socialize, to do business and whatever.
Yeah.
And in most countries, it's still the case. But you come to the UK, and golf is literally an everyman sport.
Yes.
Right, and it's a fun sport. And however, up until a few years ago, pre-COVID, it's been a sport on the decline.
Yep.
Now, COVID has done a really good favor for golf because it's been one of the only sports where people could play. So a lot of people have been taking it up. So
Yep.
I think something was like, you know, let's say 6 years ago, there were 25 million golfers in the world.
Right.
And I think 2019, that number has gone down to 21 million. Right. So it's been gradually going down.
Right.
However, since COVID, I think it's been going back towards 24, 25 million, even starting to grow.
I think it's more.
Yeah. And, you know, it's not just COVID who's helped it. It's also like, you know, places, you know, concepts such as Top Golf, right? Golf Shack, like Top Tracer Golf, you know.
It's fun.
It's gamifying driving ranges. Driving ranges used to be just for people to come over and practice and have a knockabout, right, for golfers. But now, driving ranges have become a place for you to gather together with friends.
Yep.
For people who have never played or touched golf before, or thought, just as, you know, I thought 5 years ago, what golf was just for, like, you know, just a boring sport for which
I
we're
agree.
making it fun. You know, you have a couple of wings, you have a couple of drinks.
We've had a great time out on driving ranges.
Absolutely. And
We've had food, we've had drinks. We're just like having a laugh. It's not. We don't take it too serious. There's loads of games to do. That's pretty good. Do you know what I think would like the best thing that could come out of this?
Yeah.
Imagine if they did like a Top Tracer did something like this
Yeah.
for us.
It's going to happen.
So we go. I don't know how it's going to work because you need a massive place. So for anybody that doesn't know yet, I'm sure you do. But what Tiger Woods and Rory are trying to do is make, I think it's like 3 or 4 events a year. Is it?
Yeah.
Of this thing. And what this is, to try and explain it to anybody listening, do you reckon, I don't think I can post these pictures on like the video, right?
Maybe, I don't know. As long as you credit them, I suppose.
I don't know. I might just not, just in case, and our podcast gets deleted off everywhere on YouTube or whatever. But I won't post the pictures. I'm just Google Tomorrow Golf, and I'm sure it's right there. But
By the way, that's a brilliant name.
yeah, it is. Oh wait, go on.
TMRW.
You tried to explain this to me earlier,
Tiger, T,
right? Yeah,
right? M for Mcilroy,
yeah,
R for Rory,
yeah,
and W for Woods.
That's pretty interesting. I don't think that's intentional.
Come on, you don't make a coincidence like that.
Tomorrow Golf.
Yeah, Tiger, Mcilroy.
I wonder if there was like a
Rory,
team of like
Woods.
experts in like a conference room like this, and they were like, "Think of names, everybody. Think of names. Who's playing? Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy." And go, "Okay, let's get the letters.
let's shuffle it
move things
together."
around like a jigsaw." And it goes tomorrow, and then like the quiet kid in the corner that's like the intern is like, "Why don't we call it Tomorrow Golf?"
I was like, that sounds stupid. And then like
Imagine
Tiger,
if that's
Tiger
like
in the
the
room is
story.
like, that's actually a genius.
Yeah,
Tiger,
yeah.
McIlroy, Rory, and Woods. I was like,
There we go.
We're going for that.
Right. So whoever's watching, it's basically a massive warehouse, shall we say, with stands. Help me out, Chenji. It's a massive warehouse with stands.
Let's
and
just think-
there's a green in the middle. There's a massive screen. So what they're doing is they're using like a top tracer. So they're hitting the ball into a top tracer, into like a green screen, into a screen, and then obviously the ball goes. And I'm guessing wherever it lands, they can chip. There's like a massive green. There's bunkers. There's a flag where you chip. And do you know what I think they're going to do as well? I think that what do you call it? The green is like an undulating green. Have you seen them online where you can like get it installed in your house?
They move.
And they move and they can emulate every golf course
different
and
kind of
every
lies,
green in the
downhill
world.
lie, uphill lie.
So depending on where the ball is, I think the green is going to change to make the putt easier or harder or whatever, which is pretty good, I think. And it looks like match play. They're all like the players are all synced up to the heartbeat monitor, so you can see the heartbeats. You can see what the scores are. You can see.
Sponsored by Whoop.
Yeah, probably is. Yeah, it is. Definitely is. But it looks good. It looks like it's very entertaining. Is it TGL? Is that what it's called? I'm guessing it is. It's right there.
Tomorrow Golf League.
Tomorrow Golf League. There you go. But it looks interesting. It's gonna be. I think they're trying to get the Ryder Cup feel into like an everyday kind of tournament because.
Well, you think about it. This is the gamification of golf.
Yeah.
It used to be a serious sport. You know, PGA Tour, the epitome of golf. You know,
Right.
You're the best of the best in the US, the best in Europe, the best in Australia, Asia, everywhere.
Right.
And only the best golfers can come. It's the same format, 4 games. You know, 4 rounds of golf. Right, with a 2-round cut. If you make the cut, you play 4 rounds, and
Yes.
whoever wins, whoever's the best golfer wins. But people look at it, and to be honest, only diehard golfers like us will watch that.
I agree.
Most people just watch him. He's like, right, why am I watching on a
boring,
Thursday?
'cause
Why
it's
am I
just-
watching
it's-
on a-
it's
People
so
will
long.
People tune in on a Sunday, but how many people generally will tune in on a Thursday and Friday?
I watch the highlights if that.
Yeah.
But then again, if I'm going to watch the highlights, I need to be watching the highlights of like the good players that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Otherwise, not what's the point? But it's just one of those things of
And you think about it, Liv is trying to kind of like shuffle this up a bit. Instead of having like a all day broadcast, right? It's a shotgun start.
Yep.
So it's like cricket or baseball.
Yes.
Right? Finishes within 4 hours.
Yes.
Most people can spare 4 hours in their lives, and
Yes.
at a good time as well after work, right?
Yeah.
To watch this,
I agree.
right? And it's all fun, and then make it like have a concert afterwards.
Yeah.
Have a bit of like a Formula One podium, right?
Yeah.
Where you spray champagne.
Yeah.
Right. They're making it
That's
more
what
like
that's
it's
what
a different.
that's what they're
format.
trying to do. It's just the way that they've gone about it. It's a bit weird. But it's I
But
think
with this, it's the same. It's the same thing again. It's where people can tune in to watch. Top golfers and amateurs, right? It's like a pro-am thing, right?
yeah, it is.
That's
what it
2
definitely
hours
feels
of
like.
2 hours of fun. Somebody wins and everybody's happy.
Yeah.
We all go home.
It's with golf as well. Obviously, everybody's like, everybody's quiet around. Everybody's like doing like little poetry claps or whatever. There's not much from the spectators' view, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Like I enjoy the fact that when we go and we just enjoy golf.
Yeah.
But like you said, only people like proper diehard golfers will go to like a golf tournament and be like, oh my God, I'm watching Tiger Woods like chip in, or I'm watching Dustin Johnson bomb drives or whatever. Normal everyday people, like I wouldn't take my wife, let's say, to watch golf to a golf tournament, right? Because she's gonna get bored. But I would take her to a football match because it's a lot more, what do you call it? It's
Ambience.
Yes, the atmosphere is a lot higher.
Atmosphere.
It's a lot better at a football match because it's just non-stop, whatever game. Than and I could walk in from hole to hole, right?
And then 2 hours is done.
Exactly. 2 hours is done. Everybody's happy. You get to go. Even if she gets bored, she can sit there for 2 hours. But if you go to a golf tournament, that's your whole day, which
And it's usually in the middle of nowhere.
it's
golf
in the middle of nowhere,
courses.
and we love that.
Yeah.
But no random person's going to go to that. But this new TGL that Tiger Woods and Rory are kind of started alongside the PGA Tour, they're I don't know, they're trying to get people to kind of come in, have a good time, have a drink, shout. You don't have to be quiet. It's like there's like 2 tournaments a
what
year.
about those volunteers who are like, quiet, please?
There's
quiet,
nothing like that.
please."
There's nothing like that. Maybe they'll be like, okay, I don't know, but I feel like it's gonna be very rowdy. I mean, look, if you look at the pictures, even the crowds, like the fake crowd pictures, they've got their hands up, shouting, like they're like screaming.
It's crazy.
So that's what they're trying to do. And
That's
I reckon,
why I think this has just been done for like a week, right? This is literally somebody coming up with this.
I
in
could
the
have done
last
this. No
2
problem.
weeks.
I could have edited.
Yeah, we could have done this in like overnight.
I was gonna say, I forgot. Oh, I bet you all the players are gonna be mic'd up as well.
Oh yeah, of course.
Which I think Live Golf, I think that's the next step where they're micing up players and caddies.
I think they already
which
have.
That will be so much fun.
They're offering this premium experience, right?
Oh my God, don't. I was just about to say this. Like a Formula One thing where you can follow a specific car. So I just want to watch Leclerc, drive. You can do that on Formula One, right? You pay like £5 a month.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Oh right, I mean like an online subscription.
Yeah, you sign up with. I've never done this, but I know about this.
I didn't know about that.
What are you talking about?
What?
So Formula One,
Yeah.
you can go on the website.
Yeah.
You pay like a £5 a month subscription.
Yeah.
And when the race is on, you can just follow one race. One team. You can just follow like Lewis Hamilton.
Really? I didn't know that.
What? You're
No.
a Formula One fan?
Yeah. I just
How do I
watched-
know this and you don't know
Because
this?
I just watched Sky Sports, mate.
No, yeah. So you can watch the race. It's a very interactive. I think you can listen to the radio.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
That like it's very very good.
I rarely go on these websites, but you know.
No
Oh,
way.
that's crazy.
Oh well, yeah.
No, but you know,
can do
Live,
that.
it's like a real-time event, right?
Right.
So basically, you know, normally golf events have premium hospitality experiences where you can just go into a tent and then, you know, free food for all.
Yeah.
Now, Live has a package, at least they had this in the first event in Centurion Club. It's called a Premium Plus,
Okay.
right? And it costs like so much more extra than the normal hospitality.
Right.
What you get is you get to walk with a golfer.
What? Like next to him?
So you are behind them while they're playing golf.
What?
You get to walk with them for 9 holes.
Wait. So how many tickets are on sale for
So,
this?
so obviously only as much as there are groups and 9 hole plus double the holes basically.
No way.
Yeah, so you basically
Do you know how much this costs?
You pay like £8,000 plus VAT
Oh,
or something
okay.
like that.
All right.
So
So
it's quite
it's not cheap.
expensive. No, it's not cheap, but you're literally right. So you know you get a designated slot where you follow the group of your choice, or you know one that's allocated to you if you're late, to walk behind them for 9 holes. You know,
I like that.
you know,
I
you know
like-
how you know when you were volunteering at JCB,
Yeah.
the JCB Championships,
Yeah.
and you know you got to walk behind, you know, walk with Rick Shields and John Daly,
Right.
right? Now imagine this is tournament day, and you're paying
That'd be very
to
cool.
walk behind them, so you can literally listen what the caddy has been saying to to the players.
How close can you get? Plus,
Very close.
forget that.
because behind them there's like the camera crew, so you're basically like the camera crew watching them.
I like the idea of that, but again, the price is just stupid. It doesn't make sense. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is. But
What would be good though,
cool
if Live, because I think that they could do it, is do exactly the same thing with Formula One, because there's a lot more people watching on TV or on free on YouTube or whatever, rather than actually be at the golf course. So what they could do is make some sort of subscription, which I would definitely pay for, and you can follow a specific player. You can listen to their microphones. You can listen to the conversations. And just follow a specific player. Or there might be like a split screen where I want to follow DJ and Bryson and Phil, and then I can see exactly where they are. There's like a little map or whatever,
Yeah.
where they are, what their score is specifically, and you can just like click on the screen and now I want to listen to what DJ is saying. Because I even like the clips that PGA post on their Instagram, where the other day they did it. Is it Justin Thomas or Jordan Spieth? Where he was like in a bunker and he was talking with his caddy like, I feel like doing this. I'm going to do this. That is the most interesting video I could watch as a golfer. Is the thought process behind a shot is so interesting to me. So I think that would be a very cool little feature if Liv did that. PGA wouldn't do that because they're just very traditional, white collar kind of golf tournament, which is fine.
But you see though, they might, because they're already starting these like flagship events, right? With like enhanced purses, that's what they say.
Yes.
So like on a live event, there's a purse of 25 million.
Yes.
So what PGA is saying, right, we're going to have these enhanced events, 12 of them a year, with 20 million purses.
Right.
So they might actually do something like this for those events.
They wouldn't. They're not that outgoing, shall we say? They'll give money, but they still want to keep the roots of traditional golf tournaments. They wouldn't do anything. Especially, imagine watching the FedEx Cup final or whatever, or the Masters on Sunday.
Oh, Masters, no chance.
Right, or any, but that's the one the spectators want to listen to, right? And then Rory's mic'd up, and you're listening to Rory or Tyrrell swearing at.
my God.
Oh, that would be the best thing.
You know who I'd always follow? I'd follow Justin Thomas
Yes.
and Tyrrell Hatton.
Yes.
Because they're swearing all the time.
Just pure entertainment. Have a little disclaimer, say sorry guys, explicit language.
It's like,
so what, man?
if you listen to like JT and Tyrrell Hatton play around together, all you hear on TV would be just like bleep, bleep, bleep.
Yeah, but they wouldn't put it on TV. But if you make like a subscription service on PGA or Live would definitely do that because they're like outgoing and they're like, let's do this, let's do that. PGA wouldn't do that. They would do that for this TGL league or TGL, but they wouldn't do it for like the big tournament.
Yeah,
But I think it's quite interesting. But yeah, I'm excited to see. Have they announced when is it next year the first?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I mean, we're definitely going to be watching. Don't get me wrong. I would love to go to an event like this.
Yeah, it would be cool.
If they did one in the UK, I think that
probably will.
Mate,
No,
getting
seriously,
tickets to this would be so difficult.
This is the next generation of golf. This is where golf is evolving into.
Yeah.
Right, it's making it virtual as well. It's making it, for everybody, not just people, who can afford a golf subscription membership.
Yeah, I agree. But that's pretty cool. It's interesting to see where this kind of goes, right?
Absolutely.
And I think it's going to be even better for Tiger because
Well, Tiger. Oh,
He's not-
by the way, did you see Tiger's open up a mini golf? He's. I think it's called.
this is not
He designed a mini golf.
this is old.
Tournament. Yeah, like not too long ago. But now he's starting a league. It's called Pop Strokes. It's in I think in
way.
Sarasota, Florida.
Yeah, probably.
And he's starting like a mini golf league.
There's already a league, like a mini golf league where people literally go.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like it's people's job
Wow.
to go and play. I watched
Some
a
of these
documentary.
sports are crazy. You
Yeah,
know?
and it's like their job, and they go to. It's like long drive. Long drive.
Yeah,
10
long drive,
years
yeah.
ago, we're like, why are you hitting it? So like, why do you want to hit it so far? But now it's like a legitimate career.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
after Bryson's like made it very popular.
Absolutely.
He hasn't done anything. He hasn't finished anywhere near the top. I think the highest Bryson came was like 6th or 8th.
Yeah.
But still, he's put a lot of eyes. And I watched last year's long drive
PGA
championship.
Yeah.
I've watched like all 4 days. Whether Bryson
Wow.
was, I genuinely enjoyed it. It was good fun. And Carl Berkshire won again, and he was wicked. It was amazing to watch this, and Bryson and like kind of put our eyes on this, which is pretty cool.
Absolutely.
And now people actually like this. It's their career to be long drive. I don't know.
Yeah. Of course.
Champions or whatever. So it was the same with mini golf. Mini golf, it's been going on for years.
Wow.
So sorry. So Tiger has already designed golf courses, I believe. He's done a couple of mini golf things, and now I'm not surprised that he's trying to get into this mini golf, like into this like specific league. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for that one PGA Pro to enter one of these competitions and get just loads of eyes on this, because it's interesting putting. Why not? And then these people go.
Oh, half of your
with
shots in the golf course are putts.
Yeah, and where they go and they like to take like a whole bag of like putts, and they're like, which one shall I take today? It's like legit.
Yeah,
people
yeah.
take it very seriously.
I can imagine.
Very, and it's like
And
it's
there's-
weird. There's like kids running
I don't
around.
even know, but they were like, there's like disc golf tournaments. There's like foot golf. Like what's it called?
I tell you what. Okay, let's talk about disc golf. I've watched for some reason. I'm in that disc golf algorithm.
Dude, I'm in that. I'm in the same algorithm.
I don't
I
know
swear to
why.
God, it's you.
I don't know. I don't know why I'm in that algorithm. I
too.
follow a lot of. I follow a lot of American comedians,
Right.
and a lot of American comedians play disc golf.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know if because I follow them, I'm getting shown. But what I don't like is the fact that it's disc golf. If you don't know, it's like golf, but you use a frisbee and you're throwing it.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same terminology, exactly the same kind of
Par 3, par
3,
fours.
par 4, par 5s. There's some golf courses that use the same layout of a what do you call it? The same layout of the golf course, but instead of a hole, it's like a metal basket, shall we say?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And you have to try and get it in the metal basket, right?
Yeah.
It's good fun,
It's not easy.
but I'm like, stop using like, oh, it's a par 3. Oh, I'm trying to get a hole in one. It's like, no, you're not, mate. It's a frisbee. Relax. I don't like it. I get a little bit annoyed.
But you still watch them.
Yeah, we still.
Because we're
like
stuck in the algorithm.
Yes, we are. We
Yeah,
are
I'm pretty
definitely.
sure it's seriously. There's one day I just look at my Instagram reels, TikTok, and it just started these like disc golf people. And just like,
Yeah.
and apparently there's like a league for it as
There's
well.
a
where
massive.
people-
Another thing.
and
It's a
people are
massive.
competing.
It's a massive thing. You know how we go around with like with like a golf bag with our different
yeah.
clubs. They go around with a bag with like hundreds
That's
of like different frisbees. Some are thin, some are thick, some are different colors, and
so-
I'm guessing they do different things.
And I'll tell you what, I've actually Googled how much one of those like bespoke
Oh, no.
tournament like competition frisbees cost. They cost a lot of money,
Wait,
mate.
as in the frisbee.
Like the discs, yeah,
How
the
much?
frisbees.
Like
Hundreds of pounds for like literally a plastic plate. It's like what?
We're like shitting all over the disc golf.
But then again, like other people look at you like, how much did you spend on your golf
Yeah.
irons?
Do you know what? I genuinely think if we went and played disc golf, which we can at Markeaton Park,
Yeah.
I think we would actually have a good time.
Probably, yeah.
I genuinely think
tell you
I
what.
think it'd be good fun
Oh, you know what we need to do? We need
Yeah.
to do a vlog
of us going to
of
play
us
disc
going
golf.
to play disc golf.
We haven't done a
I
vlog
mean,
of
no.
us playing golf, but we're
Can
going
you
to go and
imagine
do
the
disc golf.
first vlog for the Rice and Slice podcast is going to be us playing disc golf rather than real golf?
That's funny,
That'd be funny.
but I don't like.
What about like foot golf? Have you heard of that?
Yeah, of course I've heard of that. But that's not... no, that is another league.
There is a league.
Where people like...
Seriously, there's a league.
Why do I know all this stuff,
I've got this algorithm as well in my... But, you know,
No. So I haven't got this algorithm. My
I've got
phone's
this.
definitely watch. As soon as we finish the podcast, the first thing is going to be foot golf. I've watched
The
a
metaverse
documentary.
is watching.
Yeah. I've watched, not a documentary, but it's like a YouTube video where there's this one guy and he was getting ready for a foot golf tournament and he just went out and like played 9 holes and was like, okay, I'm going to try and do this and try and do this. And I'm thinking, big man, you're hitting a football in a massive hole. Stop overthinking it. Stop, like, relax with yourself.
just kick the ball.
Just kick the ball. It's fine. My Steya's has played foot golf a couple of times before.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I can't get into it. It's they do it at the Brabazon. One of the courses.
Norway in the Belfry.
Yeah, at Belfry. There's 3 courses. On the Derby course, at a specific time of year, they make a foot golf course. So it's like the worst, and it's like the conditions are terrible. I don't know. Listen, I'm hating on everything that's like golf related, and that's not golf. So
We'll do another vlog with foot golf.
that's going to be so boring. It's like Rick Shields did a video where he plays golf, but he uses what do you call it? He plays golf with a professional, but Rick uses the foot golf holes while the professional uses the normal holes. And it's just such a funny video.
Stupid.
But yeah, it's quite interesting.
That's nice.
Right,
That's funny.
okay. That's pretty much it. I don't know. What else?
But you see, though, this is how the game is growing.
It is.
you
It's
see.
going.
I think it's good. You know?
So from golf, there's like 7 other sports, right?
yeah. There's so many different sports
So
now.
there's a lot of sports that have come off from golf, but he's just
And
trying.
if you think about it, like, you know, again, the PGA is the most traditional format.
Yes.
And all the other things are just different formats. Same
Yes.
as LIV, you know, shotgun starts, different format. Same as what they're trying to do with like this new 12 enhanced purse events. It's gonna be a different format.
Do you know what it is?
Same as the
I
Tomorrow
agree.
Golf.
But it's like I feel. Oh, okay. I don't know how to put this into words, but I feel bad watching LIV. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like the social media is making me feel bad because I'm like,
Yeah, it's the
this is
media.
so bad. So I feel like I shouldn't like LIV,
I think there's a lot of people like you.
right?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I mean,
I watch it.
I'm
and
proud to like LIV.
I don't mind
Well,
LIV,
no,
but
people
I
are gonna cancel me.
No. But I feel like I shouldn't like LIV because everybody's saying, oh, this is so bad. Do you know one thing I dislike, and I could be completely wrong for this, and I could get a bit of hate for this. Why is the number one talking point for LIV the fact that it's where the money comes from? So bad. Where the money comes from Saudi Arabia, and obviously Saudi Arabia have done all these bad things, and they like they treat workers bad, and they treat this bad, and they do bad things, right? Formula One, they use a lot of money from Saudi Arabia. They do loads of like Formula One races around that area, right?
No, but let's just ignore the political aspects of
But
it.
it's all politics.
Like I know, but like let's just ignore all that. Last week, or was it 2 weeks ago? It was the ladies European Tour event. It was the Aramco series.
Okay,
What's Aramco? That's the Saudi Arabian oil company.
there you go.
So
So why is
People are
LIV getting so
literally-
much hate for
so-
using all this
so-
Saudi money?
it's literally the Saudi Arabian sponsored whole tour event, and not just that. You've got the European Tour, the DP World Tour now. One of the first events of the new season is all obviously like now winter they play golf in the Middle East,
Yeah.
right? Because the weather's nicer, and you can see there is the Saudi is it the Saudi Open, I think, and the Saudi Open. And last year Harold Varner won that event, and everything is sponsored by the Saudi. They go to Saudi Arabia and they play in Saudi Arabia, and everything is sponsored by the Public Investment Authority, which is exactly what the Public Investment Fund, which is exactly who's started LIV Golf.
Look at Manchester City.
So
Who owns Man City?
Abu Dhabi, Newcastle is owned by Saudi Arabia. I mean, they call it sports washing, but yeah, people are complaining about LIV because it's sports washing, but you're still tuning in to watch the Saudi Arabian Open. You're still tuning in to watch the Aramco series, the ladies,
DP
European
World
golf.
Tour. So it's like
this
they're
isn't-
saying,
this
all
isn't
this
about-
money's bad.
This isn't about like Saudi Arabia. This is about a competition that you don't want to compete against.
I agree. So they're trying to use
Seriously.
whatever they can to bring
they're
it
not-
down.
They're not complaining about Saudi Arabia sponsoring their ladies European Tour event, or
Yes.
sponsoring the DP World Tour event, or sponsoring 31 different companies that sponsor the PGA Tour events. They're not complaining about that, but
No.
they're just complaining about the competition.
I agree.
Right.
And it's just
So
and they're doing a good job.
Yeah, of course.
Because they're making people like me feel bad for watching golf.
Of course,
and it's not even
but you see, this is the problem. All the and this is why I don't. I mean, I'll always watch the PGA Tour, right? Because it's a flagship.
Yes.
I love I love the idea. I love grassroots golf. I love what everybody, all the PGA Tour players. But the commissioner, Jay Monahan, right? I don't think he's ready. I mean, he's just did an absolute bad job in all this live controversy.
Yeah.
Right. All he's done is being reactive. With the sole sort of perspective agenda being right. Saudi Arabia is bad.
Yeah.
So
But the reason why he did that is because he has nothing else.
yeah, he's got nothing else.
He's got nothing else to compete with. So he's like, okay, let's use this.
No, of course, but you see now, finally, the PGA Tour is being what's
Active.
it called? Active.
Yes.
Right? They're being proactive
Yes.
in creating these enhanced purse events. They're being proactive, and that's actually probably Tiger Woods led and Rory McIlroy led, because those two have been the most sort of staunch supporters of the PGA Tour. So now finally, right, the attention's now on Tomorrow Sports, Tomorrow Golf League, these enhanced PGA Tour events, what's going to happen for the PGA Tour moving forwards. They're going to basically give more reassurances for sort of like the Corn Ferry Tour pros.
That made me really
the other
happy.
Tour pros as well. So look, again, it's like I said.
Oh my God. And did you see the what they said about the Corn Ferry Tour?
What?
PGA have released a massive document of what they're going to do different from next year.
Yeah.
Did you read it?
I think yeah, go on.
It was like a 4-page document. I wish I could get it up, man, because it's so interesting. Because this is why I'm glad that something like Live has happened. Because if it wasn't for Live, these changes would never have happened.
No, it's like what I said. It's like Mickelson has been right all along since he first joined. This is for the betterment of the sport because it provides competition. It's like Coca-Cola and Pepsi.
Yeah.
If there was no Pepsi around, what do you think Coca-Cola will do?
I agree. And between Pepsi and Coca-Cola, the best adverts I've ever seen in my life between them, like trying to compete with each other. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Right.
So over the longer term, I think it's great that there's two different leagues competing with each other. Right. Some people will be like, diehard Coca-Cola, fans. Other people are, swear by Pepsi, right? Because the sugar's high, I think.
Yeah.
Right. And there will be different sort of, some certain restaurants like KFC or whatever, they'll be with Pepsi, and then like McDonald's will be with Coca-Cola whatsoever. But it's healthy competition. It's better for everyone. It's better for the consumer.
I agree.
Because you get the option, you get the entertainment, and for the players, you get the monetary rewards.
That's it.
And the opportunities.
Do you mind getting on your phone, because my phone's not here, getting the PGA Tour? Did I send this to you? I don't know if I sent it to you. On Instagram. So basically what's been happening is, this is so good. This is the best thing about Live. It's their PGA Tour now has no choice but to kind of act.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Right? Let me have a look. And they've definitely acted. I don't know if they posted it on their social media.
I feel like ever since Live Golf, they've started posting so much more content. Have you noticed?
Yeah, and there you go again. It's just one of those things. Oh no. Anyway, I wish I had this. I'll get it for the next podcast. We'll talk about it on the next podcast. But it's basically a document that's saying all the differences that there's going to be next season, and it's the only one. There's like 10 different bullet points, and the only one that I can remember is the fact that no matter where you finish on the Corn Ferry Tour. So if you don't know, if you're on the Corn Ferry Tour and you don't make the cut, you don't make any money. And there's a lot of people that count on making the cut to be able to afford for next week's tournament, or to be able to afford to pay
off the debt from that.
Pay off the mortgage, pay off the debt, pay off the food, the aeroplane bills. So what they're doing is, no matter where you finish, you're going to get paid $5,000 per week or per month or something like that. And I'm like, that's amazing, because there's a lot of stories of like mental health and some players like Phil Mickelson, I know, does this. I know Justin Thomas does this, where he's like they're trying to help Corn Ferry Tour.
Yeah, they're sponsoring those
athletes. They're sponsoring these people to kind of help them out, to just give them a bit of a chance. So I'll read the bullet points next episode. Yeah. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely.
Cool. Anything else you want to go through?
No.
Is that everything?
Very controversial episode.
Yeah,
suppose.
I thought it was a pretty full
No,
episode.
but again, it's all these changes in golf, which
Yeah.
we're quite excited. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm quite frankly very excited about all the changes, because again, this is basically Coca-Cola getting a new competition. This is where Coca-Cola used to have all the monopoly.
Yes.
Now Pepsi-Cola comes in, making these great ads, creating new spin-offs as well, right? And now Coca-Cola is forced to kind of respond. How can
Yes.
we make our product better?
Yes, and everything is obviously
Right.
very new, and we've been so used to one product, one event, PGA. This is all we know. So we see Live, and we're like, oh, this is so weird. This is because it's so different. But in the next 5-10 years, this is going to be very normal.
Of course.
Like 1 week, you're going to be like, oh my God, we're watching the Masters. The week after, it's some other Live major. That we're like, oh, yeah, this week we're watching DJ and Bryson and all these amazing players on Live. And then the week after, we're watching Tiger Woods and Rory and all the other amazing players. So I'm like, it's nice to see them all together, which I still think my Ryder Cup idea should happen.
No,
where
it will-
it's
no, it
Live
would, no,
versus
because-
PGA. That would be the best.
That'd be amazing.
That would be the best. And get Coca-Cola and Pepsi to sponsor it.
Nice
That
one.
would be, I'm full of ideas. PGA Live, please call me. Call me for a job. I've got so many ideas for you.
Yeah, and I think just to end it on a note where I think match play will be, you'll see more match play.
Yeah, it's just
tur-
faster, it's more
tournaments
fun.
coming out from both PGA Tour and Live Tour, whatever other tour.
Yeah.
Right. The Live Tour playoffs is already going to be a match play event.
Yeah.
And it makes so much more sense. Like right now, there's the Tour Championships. With the PGA Tour, right? Everybody complains about this format.
Yeah.
How does one person get a -10 stroke advantage over the other ones?
I
There's
know,
absolutely if you place 30th on the on the FedEx Cup standings, heading into the last event,
got
obviously
no
you're happy. No, obviously you're still happy because you made it to the last event, right?
Yeah.
But you're just like, it's basically impossible for me to be in the top 10,
Yes.
right? Because I start off
But
even.
that's
even
what they're
par.
trying to do is you need to play really good throughout the whole year.
No, but it's not the whole year though. It's if you do really well in the BMW Championship
I'm with you.
and the previous one, the FedEx and Jude's, right? Then you all of a sudden you jump the rankings by so much. So
Yeah.
even if you've won like 4 different tournaments throughout the whole year in the PGA
The
Tour,
points on these
but
BMW
if you didn't do
stages.
well in like the 2 playoff events, you're gonna be you might even miss the Tour Championships.
Yeah.
So
It's
that's crazy.
But again, it's
But
just
even
one of those formats.
if you think about it, like the NFL, right, where you do a match play format, right? You seed the players, you give the top 10 like a bye on the first round, right? That's gonna be fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's gonna be like a more sort of equal event,
Yeah.
right? Where people, it feels like a joke right now watching all of this.
There's definitely room for improvement. And
It's
I
like
feel
you see like the top 10 being, the top 2, one's -19, one's -17. Like Xander Schauffele did an incredible job.
Yeah.
And everybody else is -12, -11. Plus, it's just a
But
bit
then again,
ridiculous.
it's that number one player that's got 10 strokes ahead of everybody else.
Yeah.
Needs to keep those 10 strokes.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of pressure.
Of course, it's a lot of pressure.
So,
but it's
and
but
he's
it's
not
also
gonna
no
coast in
pressure.
like, oh, yeah,
he's not
I'm-
going to coast. No, of course not.
No,
but
he's gonna be like-
he's going to be no.
And the second he's like that gap is closing in.
So
That's even worse because
so-
like I can't lose. It's so embarrassing. I was 10 ahead, and now I'm even with I don't know, or like they're catching up on me. So that pressure, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to be 10.
No, but-
going in with like a 10. 10
Maybe,
strokes
but I think that's
handicap.
why I think today and tomorrow will be very fun to watch because
Yeah.
of how good Xander Schauffele is playing.
Yeah.
Right, he's 2 behind, made an eagle on the last
Yeah.
to get 2 behind Scotty Scheffler. Right, it's gonna be fun to watch, really.
Yeah.
But you also look at Live, right? The final playoff is gonna be a match play.
Yeah.
So, so what's gonna happen in the future? So again, with competition, there's gonna be changes. We love it.
That's it.
I love it.
It's only going to get better. It's not going to get worse.
Absolutely.
So yeah, is that
Great.
it? Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching. Episode 8.
Tune in for our next episode number. So
9.
thank you for watching.
9.
Please like and subscribe, comment, leave your
Silly purchases of the week.
silly pictures of the week in the comments. I would love to read a few. Or just DM us on Instagram or on TikTok or whatever.
Just let us know what.
Just
you
let us know. If you
thought,
want to stay
something
anonymous, you can stay
stupid,
anonymous. I
right?
think that would be so funny.
Next episode, we'll just talk about all those super purchases.
Yes. Right. Okay. Thank you guys for listening. We will see you next week. My name's Theo, and this is Chenji.